Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Aci Latifah with student ID number 222-323-0042 from class 4A. In this project, I will be presenting a shadowing technique based on two news videos. The first one is from VOA News titled China Misleads on Involvement in Panama Canal, and the second one is from Metro TV titled Kurikulum AI and Coding Segera Diterapkan from the Zona Business segment. Let's begin the shadowing practice. On March 5th, China Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jin affirmed Beijing's commitment to keeping the Panama Canal a neutral international waterway and that it has never interfered in its management. China stays committed to maintaining the status of the canal as a permanently neutral international waterway. China has never engaged in the management and operation of the canal. That claim is misleading. China has been using its Belt and Road Initiative or BRI to strategically expand its presence in seaports worldwide. Analysts say that by securing key ports, Beijing is aiming to strengthen its geopolitical influence to dominate global trade and maritime logistics. Hong Kong-based Hutchison Ports Holdings (HPH) have owned terminals on both ends of the Panama Canal since 1997. In 2017, the South China Morning Post described its founder Li Ka-shing as the biggest beneficiary of BRI funding, operating 22 ports in 18 countries along the BRI routes. CK Hutchison Holdings of the HPH, its subsidiary, has faced standing allegations of coalition with the Chinese Communist Party, with whose leadership Li has long had established ties. Li's son and successor Victor Li is a longtime member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, one of the Beijing's top political advisory bodies. On January 20th, Panama initiated a financial audit of Panama Sports Company, yet another CK Hutchison subsidiary. Panama's Comptroller General Arnold Bola Flores said the Chinese had turned the canal into a colonial enclave, replacing Americans. In 2021, Panama revoked a canal port concession bid following an audit that unveiled security and labor issues by the Shandong-based Landbridge Group, a massive Chinese port infrastructure conglomerate that also has holdings in oil, gas, trade, and tourism. Australia and Israel similarly reject CK Hutchison's bid for infrastructure projects, citing national security risks. Now I will continue with the second shadowing material, which comes from Metro TV Zona Business segment. The news is Kurikulum AI and Coding Segera Diterapkan. Let's begin the shadowing for this report. Kementerian Pendidikan Dasar dan Menengah terus mempersiapkan penerapan kurikulum baru yang memuat materi kecerdasan buatan atau AI dan coding. Menteri Pendidikan Dasar dan Menengah Abdul Mukti menyampaikan naskah kurikulum telah melalui tahapan uji publik dan finalisasi. Abdul Mukti mengatakan saat ini sedang menunggu peraturan menteri yang akan diterbitkan setelah proses harmonisasi dengan Kementerian Hukum rampung. Menurutnya, setelah peraturan menteri diterbitkan, kurikulum ini akan segera disosialisasikan secara resmi ke sekolah-sekolah. Namun, penerapannya tidak bersifat wajib dan akan dilakukan secara bertahap. Abdul Mukti menjelaskan pelaksanaan kurikulum ini akan difokuskan kepada sekolah-sekolah yang sudah memiliki guru yang dilatih secara khusus untuk mengajarkan materi coding dan kecerdasan buatan. Penerapan kurikulum ini merupakan bagian dari langkah Kemendikbudristek dalam menyiapkan peserta didik untuk menghadapi tantangan dan kebutuhan dunia digital masa depan. So that concludes my shadowing practice for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.